Come and listen to a story about a man named Jed. The poor mountaineer barely kept his family fed. And then one day he was shooting at some food, and up through the ground come a bubbling crude oil, that is, black gold, Texas tea. Well, the first thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire. The kinfolks said, Jed, move away from there. Said, California is the place you ought to be. So they loaded up the truck and they moved to Beverly Hills, that is, swimming pools, movie stars.
The Beverly Hillbillies.
There she is, Granny, just like back home.
Yeah, ain't it beautiful? Why can't we have it up all year round?
Now, you know Miss Drysdale wouldn't hold still for that. She claims to give the neighborhood a black eye.
I'd like to give the neighborhood a black eye, commencing with her.
Now, let's just be glad she's out of town for a spell and enjoy it while we can.
You're gonna get me a goat and some pigs and chickens, ain't you?
Everything you're homesick for.
Now, I want my soap kettle over there. And you can string me a clothesline from that corner post over there.
Oh, Granny! Miss Jane just drove in the gate with Mr. and Miss Flat and Mr. Scrugg.
Land sakes, they're early. My company riddles ain't ready yet. I gotta dice me some shad gizzards from a fish head stew.
Now, Granny, don't jump your traces.
Ellie, you go grate me some parsnips and some onions from a goat cheese dip. And some turnips for the desserts.
Granny, you know Lester and Earl don't expect all this. They's home folks.
Yeah, but Gladys is with them. And she's a city woman and a movie star. Why, I bet you she has goat cheese dip and turnip ice cream every day.
Did you say Miss Flat is a movie star?
Not yet, Ellie. She's making what they call a screen test over to my studio.
Well, aren't you coming in, darling?
No, Lester. Miss Hathaway's going to drive me right to the studio for wardrobe fittings.
You're both going to miss Granny's victuals.
Yeah. Actually, I'm sure she's much too nervous to eat right now.
That's true.
Well, good luck, darling.
Thank you. And I really do appreciate this, Lester.
No more than you deserve.
I promise you this. If my screen test isn't a success, I'll be content to go back to Tennessee and be just plain everyday Mrs. Lester Flat, housewife.
Fair enough.
And if it is a success, we'll all be watching you on the screen as Gladys Delovely, movie star.
Wish me luck. Bye-bye.
Bye.
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 Lester, did she say Gladys Delovely?
Yeah, that's a name one of those publicity fellas made up.
I kind of hope she don't get famous.
What do you mean?
Well, folks might go to calling you by her name. I don't know how that'd sit back in Tennessee. Lester Delovely and Earl Scruggs.
Now, you ain't got nothing to worry about. That screen test ain't gonna make Gladys a movie star.
I wouldn't be too sure. She's awful pretty, sings a fine song. She's got a lot going for her.
Yeah, and I got a lot of going for me, too.
Like what?
Like she don't know it, but I've arranged for Jethro to direct her.
Hold up, Jed. Jethro, what you doing with the fancy funnel?
Oh, this here's what you call a megaphone. You holler through it.
You going to a hog calling?
Oh, no, sir. I'm going over to your movie studio and direct Miss Flat's screen test. Oh, I changed my name. CB to Bodine. You can call me CB.
Thanks. Miss Flat asked for you, did she?
Oh, no, sir. Mr. Flat did. He wants to surprise his wife.
I just might do it. Come in.
Hi, Jed.
Howdy, Jed.
Howdy, boys. Welcome, welcome. Where's Gladys?
She went right over to the studio.
Hi, Mr. Black. Mr. Scruggs. I'm all set to direct.
Well, good, good. Now, remember, Jethro.
Call me CB.
Remember, CB, I'm counting on you to direct every move Gladys makes.
Don't you worry, Mr. Flat. When I get done with your wife, she's going to be what they call a finished actress.
That'll do it. Miss Flatt, if you'd like to relax for a couple of minutes, we'll light your stand in.
Oh, I didn't know I had a stand-in.
Oh, yes.
I have volunteered.
Well, thank you, Miss Hathaway.
My pleasure. It seems the critical lighting areas are the blonde hair and the blue gown.
Oh, well, fine. Then you can certainly fill my shoes.
Your shoes, yes.
All right, hey, where's the makeup man that done this to Miss Flatt?
What do you think you're doing?
I'm trying to save what's left of this beautiful woman. Hey, turn off them hot lights. You done melted her down to skin and bone. Don't worry, ma'am, you won't have to go home in that condition.
Jethro.
I said to turn out them lights. You done ruined her figure.
Jethro, the lights have nothing to do with her figure. She's a stand-in.
She is a cave-in. Somebody better get busy and put her back the way they found her. I'm telling you, fellas, if her husband sees her, somebody's going to Knuckle City.
Jethro?
Oh, hell, now, that's more like it. I told you not to worry. All right, now, quiet on the set. This is your director, C.B. DeVoe speaking. Now, when I say action, I don't want nobody to move. I want you to get it on. Move, get out.
You wouldn't pull my leg, would you?
No, ma'am, I'm the director. I'm the director. Let's have the leg puller over here. Call me C.B., ma'am.
You're not serious about directing my test, are you?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Your husband wants you to have the very best. I weren't supposed to tell you it was his idea. He wanted to surprise you.
I can't believe Lester would do this.
Oh, yes, ma'am. He loves you a heap. All right, now, down to them marks. Unpack them grips. Move the rods over with the babies and get rid of the junior.
Gladys,
Can't we talk him out of this?
I doubt it, but maybe you can sing him out of it.
What do you mean?
Hey, what's going on here? Oh, howdy, Miss Jane.
Oh, greetings, C.B. Gladys was just telling us how moved she is to have you as her director.
I could cry.
Oh, shucks.
Jethro, I want you to sit right over here while I sing to you.
Oh, but generally, the director sits over next to the camera and yells at the actors.
Yes, I know, but I want you to speak to me with your eyes. Direct me with your expression. Inspire me with your nearness.
Roll a tape, no slate. Let's have the music.
I love the looks of you, the lure of you, the sweet of you, the pure of you, the eyes, the arms, the mouth, the east, west, north, and the south of you. I'd like to gain complete control of you and handle even the heart and soul of you. So love at least a small percent of me do, 'cause I love all of you. I'd love to gain complete control of you and handle the heart and soul of you. So love at least a small percent of me do, 'cause I love all of you.
That's a take, cut, print, and throw some water on our director.
Hot corn, cold corn, bring along a demijohn. Hot corn, cold corn, bring along a demijohn. Hot corn, cold corn, bring along a demijohn. Farewell, Uncle Bill, see you in the morning. Yes, sir. Upstairs, downstairs, out in the kitchen. Upstairs, downstairs, out in in the kitchen. Upstairs, downstairs, out in the kitchen. See Uncle Bill just a-raring in a pitching. Yes, sir. Hot corn, cold corn, bring along the Damon John. Hot corn, cold corn, bring along the Damon John. Hot corn, cold corn, bring along the Damon John. Fire well, Uncle Bill, see you in the morning. Yes, sir.
Boys, you never sounded better.
You deserve another heffin' of fish head stew.
No, thank you, Granny.
Albert Clampett speaking. Why, sure is. Just a minute. Mr. Flat, it's your wife calling from the studio.
Why don't you talk to her?
Why me?
Well, she talks to me all the time.
Not like she's going to talk to you now.
Hello, darling. How'd the screen test go?
Just marvelous, Lester.
What did you say? Marvelous. Well, didn't Jeff... who directed it?
My director's right here. I'll put him on.
I done it for you, Mr. Flood.
Thank you, Jethro.
Just call me the star maker.
Oh, honey, here's my stand-in.
Congratulations, your wife was just great. Of course, the verdict won't be official until the film is processed, but that'll only take 3 days.
Honey, let's move into the best hotel in Beverly Hills and make this next 3 days our second honeymoon. Lester? Lester? Hello?
Want me to hang up the phone, Mr. Flat? Mr. Flat?
See if he answers to Mr. Delovely.
Is everything set inside?
Granny, I don't know if that fireplace is going to draw or not.
A little smoke never hurt nobody.
And the goat ate the ropes out of the bed frame. That old corn shuck mattress is laying right on the floor.
Sleeping on the floor is the best thing in the world for back trouble.
Speaking of that mattress, them corn shucks is coming right through the ticking. Be like sleeping on a pincushion.
Well, a good heavy wool nightgown will take care of that.
Are you dead sure that this is where Lester wants to spend his second honeymoon?
Of course I am. You know how he was dragging around after Gladys called him. But when he seen this cabin, his eyes lit up like a foxfire.
But Gladys is a city woman, born and raised in Philadelphia.
Well, she's got some happiness coming to her.
I figure living here will make her happy.
Me and Lester both. He says to me, he says, Granny, in 3 days, my wife will be a movie star. This is her last chance to know the joys of country living.
Lester knows his wife better than I do. And if she thinks Jethro is a good director, I reckon she can think this is good living.
We're going to spend 3 days here?
Longer if you want.
How do you like it, Gladys? Are you happy?
Happy isn't the word, Granny.
It's just as nice inside. Come on in.
This is Henrietta, Mrs. Flat. She likes to roost on the foot of your bed, and in the morning she'll lay a nice fresh egg right on your pillow.
Thank you, Ellie Mae.
I didn't realize things would be this bad, Gladys. No lights, no running water, pigs under the house, chickens on the bed. But don't you worry. If things get too rough, you just tell me. We'll hop the first plane back to Nashville.
Gladys, you'll never be able to stand this. That chicken will be squawking all night.
He sure will, when I get through with him.
Him?
We'll see who chickens first. Henrietta or Lester?
You got to admit, Jed, Lester and me was right.
She does appear to be happy in that little cabin. Howdy, Jethro.
Hi.
That woman has took to country living like a duck takes to water.
Yes, she can't learn fast enough. How to milk a goat, how to grind corn.
How to make soap, how to do a washing outside.
How to stir off sorghum.
How to make hoe cakes and hominy grits.
Huh? Who are you talking about? I'd like to meet her.
Well, you don't matter.
Miss Flat.
Oh. Not Gladys Delovely, my movie star.
Sure didn't look like much of a movie star milking that goat.
And standing over that boiling kettle.
You done ruined my beautiful creation. I took a sow's ear and turned it into a silk purse.
I don't believe I'd call Gladys a sow's ear.
You should have seen her when I walked onto that movie set. I got a saber from you hay shakers.
All right, boy, this is her husband's idea.
I don't care. Husbands is a dime a dozen. How often does she meet a star maker?
Once a day, and you done filled your quota.
Uncle Jed, I got a saber. There's something I didn't want to tell you, but she is crazy, mad, head over heels, desperate in love with me.
Gladys?
Told me so herself. Said she loves the eyes of me, the mouth of me, the east, west, north, and the south of me.
Sit down, boy, and finish your ham hock.
Lester?
Gladys, put down that axe. I'm husking fresh shucks for that mattress just as fast as I can.
I just want you to chop some wood for the fire under my kettle.
I done chopped a whole cord.
Oh, well, darling, I'm sorry, but it takes a lot of wood to boil your clothes.
Boil my clothes? Gladys, what are you doing?
Granny said this is a way to get clothes clean country style.
Gladys, is this my red jacket?
No, that's your white jacket, Lester. Your red jacket's on the bottom. Now, hurry up and chop the wood, sweetie. And I want you to grind some corn so I can make some hoe cake and grits.
Honey, you don't know how to cook.
I've got 3 whole days to learn. Isn't it a beautiful night, Lester?
I wouldn't know.
It is. The air is full of romance.
That's smoke.
Oh, honey, forget that old fire. Let's dance.
Dance?
Yes, after all, it's our second honeymoon. I don't think you love me anymore.
Why, sure I do, honey. But I done shucked 8 bushels of corn, chopped 4 cords of wood, and ground a whole barrel of meal and chased that goat pretty near to town and back. I'm beat.
But, Lester, this is only Wednesday. What's going to happen by Friday?
You might be a widow.
Well, now, on Monday, I'm your darling. On Tuesday, I'm your baby. But on Wednesday, you don't get around to me. I don't want a part-time lover. Can't take a part-time lover. Won't have a part-time lover, no siree. I need your hugging. I need your kissing. It's your hugging and your kissing I've been missing. Now, if I'm not your one and only, I'd rather go on feeling lonely till the day the right one comes my way. I must refuse a part-time lover. Can't use a part-time lover. Gotta have a full-time lover every day.
Granny, you got any goat's tonic?
Goat tonic?
Yes, ma'am. Dora Jane's feeling right poorly this morning.
She must have ate something that didn't agree with her.
Could be she just tuckered out. I heard Lester chasing her last night.
Morning, everybody.
Morning, Earl.
Well, there's Lester's friend. I heard you two running around last night.
Ellie Mae, get that critter out of here. A kitchen ain't no place for a goat.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, I'll take her up to my bedroom till she gets to feeling better.
I mean, put her up. No, well, sit down, Earl.
Hey, you kind of duded up for breakfast, ain't you?
Lester and me's supposed to have some publicity pictures taken. Has anybody seen the honeymooner this morning?
He must be up. I heard him chopping wood at the crack of dawn.
Chopping wood, huh?
He must have got his second wind. What happened to your jacket?
Gladys boiled it.
Boiled your jacket?
Yeah, that ain't nothing. Look at this.
Look. How come your shirt and your pants ain't shrunk?
I slept in them.
What for?
I had to have something between me and that corn shuck mattress.
Well, don't worry about the publicity pictures. We can wear white coats.
This is my white coat.
Sit down, Lester, and have some breakfast.
No, thank you, Granny. I had one of Gladys's hoe cakes first thing this morning.
Well, that ain't enough to hold a man that was chopping wood at the crack of dawn.
I wasn't chopping wood. I was trying to slice that whole cake.
Well, if it was so hard, what did you eat it for?
I had to have something to get the taste of her grits out of my mouth. You can gravel a walk with them things.
Well, let me take your jacket, Lester. Maybe I can help it some.
You sure can't hurt it, Don.
Come on, Lester, sit down and have some coffee.
What are you staring at, Earl?
Them bags under your eyes. Ain't nobody gonna call you Mr. Delovely today.
You look mighty wrung out.
I'll be honest with you, boys. I'm so tired I couldn't yell suey if the pigs had me down.
You think you can take 2 more days of the joys of country living?
No, I don't, but there's one consolation. Neither can Gladys. That woman's got to be dead on her feet.
Well, if she is, she sure makes a fine-looking corpse.
Good morning.
Morning, Gladys.
Come on, Lester, let's go for a swim.
Oh, it's too cold to swim.
Oh, no, it's not. I just did 30 lengths of the pool, and it's wonderful. It's so exhilarating. Come on.
Gladys, there ain't but one thing that'd get me in the water this morning. I've already been baptized.
Oh, Lester, come on. I'll teach you the Australian crawl.
He's just barely able to do the Tennessee limp.
Are you sure you won't come swimming with me?
I better not, honey.
Well, I'm going to swim another 30 lengths, and then I'm going to play some tennis, and then I'm going for a long walk with Ellie. And when I get back, let's all have a square dance. Oh, swing your partner, don't be shy.
Poor woman, little does she know she's only got 2 more days to live.
Now stop worrying about your clothes, fellas. These'll be great publicity pictures.
Yeah, Lester, you fill out Jethro's clothes pretty good.
That's more than you do for Ellie's.
Okay, fellas. Now give me a fast chorus or something, and I'll snap some candid shots while you're playing.
Hey, mister, hey, would you like to take some pictures of Hollywood's greatest star maker? Sure. Fire away. You? In sophisticated showbiz circles, I is known as the high hog at the trough.
I thought it was going to take 3 days.
The lab worked all night and got the film processed.
And it was good, huh?
Great. Gladys! Congratulations. The test is a success, and they have a contract ready for you to sign.
Oh,
I give up, honey. We'll get a place and settle down in Hollywood.
no, we won't. We're going to take the first plane back to Nashville.
But you can be Gladys Delovely.
And he can be Lester Delovely.
I've changed my mind about being a movie star. I just want to be this man's wife.
Gladys, I ain't one to thump a free melon, but how come?
Well, I never realized how much you love me, Lester. Any man that can eat my horrible hoe cake and not complain.
I've eaten worse things.
You have?
Yeah, your grits.
Why so gloomy, dear boy?
They're taking my Cinderella back to Nashville.
Cheer up, star maker.
Now, where am I going to find me another one of... Miss Jane, let me hear you say, I want the east, west, north, and the south of you.
I want the east, west, north, and the south of you.
Come on, we're going to make a screen test.
Me, Jethro?
You won't believe this. When I started to work on her, she didn't look one bit better than you.
Now if I'm not your one and only,
I'd rather go on feeling lonely till the day the right one comes my way.
I must refuse the part-time lover.
Can't use a part-time lover. Gotta have a full-time lover every day.
to say goodbye to Jed and all his kin. They would like to thank you folks for kindly dropping in. You're all invited back next week to this locality to have a heaping helping of their hospitality. Hillbilly, that is. Set a spell. Take your shoes off. Y'all come back now. Here.
This has been a Filmways presentation.